Time's exes went psycho on paternity court.
About my grandmother, she in the grave. She gave me that ring. You tripping.
Get it under control.
I want to see my children. Why? What did I tell you I was doing? What did I tell you I was doing?
What were you doing?
What was I doing? I was at work.
Two baby mamas have sued the same baby daddy to get the support their children deserve.
And you both claim that you were pregnant at the same time with the defendant, Mr. Barber's children.
Yes, Your Honor.
You argue that he has not been a father to your kids and refuses to support them, but takes care of his other child.
Yes, Your Honor.
And they even told the court why their children were being ignored.
Why do you believe he supports his other child?
He supports his other child because he's still sleeping with his other child mother. He had 3 women pregnant at the same time. He is a dog. He doesn't do anything for my child. I have to take care of my child by myself. Excuse me, I'm talking. I am talking. You do not interrupt me when I'm talking.
But Mr. Barber was denying his kids' paternity. He was just denying them his attention.
Heartedly admit that you are the father of all the children. So if I saw the birth certificates,
I have signed every single one of them.
Yeah, he's on mine. Is he on yours?
On mine.
Ms. Taylor?
Oh, okay. Yeah, cut the umbilical cord and everything.
What?
Yeah, did he cut the umbilical cord for you? How about you, Kat?
Oh, you done started something now.
For real?
It was really painful to listen to Miss Taylor's recollection of the birth. But Mr. Barber lacked compassion.
You did not come until hours later.
I didn't show up, but why?
You did not come until hours
Why? What did I tell you I was doing? What did I tell you I was doing?
What were you doing?
What was I doing? I was at work.
I don't know. You always lie and say that you somewhere and you come
I don't have to lie to you about where I'm at.
I can tell this is an emotional subject.
Wow, these people are loud.
In the delivery room, he was on the phone with her and other women in front of my family.
Mom, I wasn't with you when we had my child. I was not with you.
Oh, no.
Yes, I was there with my child. I couldn't do it. Yes, I admit that I was not a good person.
You wasn't sitting there talking to me.
I admit that. I'm not saying that I was the perfect person. I'm not saying that. I want to see my children.
These exes are clearly up each other's throats.
What I'm saying is, yes, I've done some things, and I'm not perfect. No, I fall very short of that. But these women know that I love my children, and they know that.
You don't show it.
How don't I show it? I just took my baby out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, because
for you. What are you talking about? No, you know it had nothing to do with that. It had nothing to do with that.
Get some order.
Next judge spoke our mind in the courtroom.
Standing at the same podium, something went wrong. But when you two go to speak, I took a moment to just observe you. I mean, you go to not level 10, level 20 in a matter of 2 seconds. And there's no understanding, no communication, no compromise, no resolution when you all are going at each other like that. And you all make me uncomfortable watching.
After this, Miss Cooper was brought to the podium and she testified this.
No, I don't. I feel like he loves all his kids the same. I just feel like me and him have came to a common ground to co-parent. Our relationship and what we've been through, none of that matters.
Is he good to your child?
Yes, he is. Very well.
Loves
her. She's a daddy's girl. She only wants to be with me.
We can't say
All the
that.
time.
So you think he a good father to their children?
Of course.
So now it was the time for the verdict.
But now you said you found yourself. You know what you're passionate about. You've gone to school. You've learned to be an engineer. And when you have a client, you don't want to let the client down. But most importantly, you have to remember you don't want to let your child down. Ms. Johnson, the $3,880 she requested.
Cat chasing husband has left Miss Wallace no choice but to consult paternity court.
You summoned your ex-husband and his new wife to court to prove he fathered your 2-year-old daughter, Araylin. You say he is too busy playing daddy to his new family and has neglected your daughter for far too long, and that ends today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
An ex-wife, the root of the friction, was now the wifey in the picture.
So why do you feel your ex-husband is denying your daughter?
Because of his new wife. Clearly, it's a problem. Me and Ryan has been honest with each other in the past. I know exactly how many kids Ryan has. I'm not sure if she knows. I'm not sure why, when he ran off with her, that all of a sudden it was a problem.
Well, those are very strong acquisitions. Let's see how the ex-husband responds.
We separated after so many years. She was doing her thing and I was doing my thing, and spur of a moment.
So why, if that's the case, why treat our daughters different? We had sex because I tell him the story about these people who's married, and I'm telling him, why would I sleep with a married man when I got my own husband? I can sleep with you if that's the case.
And when the pregnancy news broke, Mr. Wallace reacted like this.
I told her we gotta do it. I have to do what I have to do to take care of the baby.
Thank you.
I told her.
So you didn't deny it?
I did not deny it until she told me months later. Until she told me she almost 4 months old. Tell me that it might be a possibility.
Oh, what did she say, Mr. Wallace?
Right after I signed the birth certificate, she told me that it might be another guy.
Let's get to that part.
Yeah, let's get to the other guy part.
While your husband had kind of moved on.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you have unprotected sex with someone?
Yeah.
Did you have unprotected sex with anybody during the window of time when a Raylan was conceived?
No.
You say you did not.
I say I
And
did.
that's why you feel like you know for certain at that time your husband was her biological father.
Yes.
But Miss Wallace pinned her infidelity on her ex-husband.
If that's how he felt, but he should have voiced that opinion though. He should have said, hey Ray, I ain't been home in months. I got this girlfriend out here and I ain't been home in months. Are you sleeping with anybody? Or he already knew what I was doing though, because why would I have the conversation about sleeping with somebody else's husband and I got my own husband and he didn't know I was sleeping with somebody else? Y'all trying to make it seem like I'm lying about something, but I'm not.
Now it was time to let the other woman at the podium voice her thoughts.
Are you the reason that he doubts? Because it sounds like you doubt.
Yeah, I'm doubting because she don't have the eyebrows.
Okay. See, this is starting to make sense now. You are really doubtful about this baby, and you're reinforcing this doubt in your husband. You're also telling her she doesn't have to call and ask for different things. But if she doesn't have them and the baby needs them.
Wow. Even though I kind of think women are telling the truth, let's let the DNA decide.
Mr. Wallace, you are not the father.
Wow, that was some top-notch drama, woman.
You really thought you were?
Yes.
I thought he was too.
I followed her for 2 years.
I feel bad for him if he really feels
Good
like
girl,
that.
you don't be quiet.
I do.
Be quiet.
I'm just
Feel bad for somebody now. Be quiet.
I do.
Mr. Wallace.
You took me through everything, Ray.
Miss Haysbert is suing her lying ex for the financial rights of her 6-year-old son.
Haysbert, you are suing the father of your 6-month-old son for a paternity test. You claim the defendant, Mr. Howard, has never financially supported baby Ricardo Jr.
Yes.
You also state that he once led you to believe that he wanted to marry you and even asked you to have his baby.
Yeah.
The baby mama told the court how the whole dynamic started.
After that, we became friends. Like, we used to chill with each other outside of work. It was to the point, like, when something was wrong, he came to me. We started having sex and we got drunk. So, yeah, we got drunk, had sex, and that's how I conceived my son.
Mr. Howard was pretty ecstatic about the pregnancy at first.
Once I got pregnant, and I told him I was pregnant, he acted like he won the lottery. He was so excited. Oh, Junior, oh, I can't wait for you to have my son. He was so excited.
Where the money at? Where's the money at if I won the lottery?
As soon as my 5th or 6th month of pregnancy, he wanted to change up the tables. He wasn't there. He didn't even come to the doctor's appointment. Yes, and that's when the girlfriend started calling my phone, telling me, oh, they're together.
And he defended himself like this.
2 girls pregnant at the same time?
Yes, I did, Your Honor, but I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to.
That's the only thing I can really say. But at the same time, she did call me a clown. I won't respect your court, but she looking like one.
Let's be respectful.
I am being respectful,
Because
but she can't talk.
That's what you
person.
After that, we got to see this.
You told me you didn't even know if the daughter was yours, but now you're claiming her. You do more for her than you do for my
daughter
son.
look just like me. What are you talking about?
So what? She
I was dealing with a lot of stuff with this female, Your Honor, and this all I hear.
Because you're not doing anything. You're going to keep parenting.
I didn't try to back plan.
Let's get some order.
But hey, really crazy still had to set loose.
You're saying he actually denied your son.
He did. He want to play around since he want to act like he my dad. Tell me something. Let's go get Dane or let's go to the clinic, see who the baby is. He never told me he loved me, want a relationship. Here you go right here, Your Honor. He told me he loved me. He don't want to lose me.
Okay, I feel sorry for the woman, but her volume is getting on my nerves.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for you to have my son. He was so excited.
Where the money at?
Soon.
Where's the...
And when the judge called Miss Lynch, she came raging like this.
Beginning, he told me, he said he gonna come live with us, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, cool, what's yours?
But we
I
was
respect
gonna
that.
promise
If he your son, I'm your woman, that's my son too. I'm not gonna do anything to hurt
Not
nobody's
ever.
child.
Not
That's just
ever.
me. I'm a woman. I'm gonna be a woman about math. I'm strong, I got faith. That's just how I am. It was times when he came to the hospital, we got him clothes because she didn't have no clothes for him.
He had clothes.
After this, ring part got disclosed.
Said he wanted to marry me. Therefore, I pawned it. It was in my right to pawn it.
My grandmother gave me that ring.
You probably lied about that.
It's priceless.
You lied about
my
you
grandmother.
lied
She in the
about-
grave.
You're a
She gave me that ring. You
You're a
tripping.
liar.
Get it under control.
So Judge solved that part like this.
What is the lie about the ring?
It belonged to his grandmother for the simple fact that's the same ring he gave to Kiana first, and then he gave it to me.
You gave it to Ms. Lynch, and Ms. Lynch, you accept.
I gave it back.
You gave it back to
Yeah,
him.
when I found out about this chick.
Mr. Howard, you then go and give it to Miss Haysbert.
I didn't give it to her. We was doing something that time, and she
The
compensated
point,
my ring.
and you
I can't
gave me
ask
the
her for
ring.
her. She's talking to me, boo-boo.
Let's just end this disorder, all right?
Haysbert versus Howard. Mr. Howard, you are his father.
To death do us part, boo.
All right, I'ma
so
be a
it is
man.
what it is.
I'ma
My phone don't
be
have that
a man.
little win-
I'ma
or
be
touch
a
my
man.
phone. You will never see him.
Miss Hyman started like this in her paternity trial.
As far as no diapers, no wipes, no clothes, no visit, no type of infection.
Your Honor, to be honest with you, I shouldn't have to do anything if I'm asking for a DNA test.
Your Honor, he has not asked for a DNA test. As far as anything, he would say, I'm not taking care of child unless I get a DNA test. And he really does not tell me. He tells family members. He tells my cousins, my mom.
While Mr. Brown told the court he didn't feel like he was obligated to do so.
Why should I do anything until I need proof? I need proof, Your Honor.
Where do your doubts stem from?
Because past experiences that I have had of me going through a situation where I asked for a DNA test and I found out the child wasn't mine.
Okay, so you've had a past experience. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is your doubt based.
The next judge asked him what was stemming these doubts.
If they coming to me saying that he's
like
another man's baby,
None.
and then 2 months later, then
None.
it's mine, what would you do?
So
Your Honor,
people are coming to you and saying it's another man's baby.
Yes.
You're hearing these rumors.
Yes.
When you were in a relationship with her, did you catch her cheating?
No.
Were you suspicious?
I was staying with him, Your Honor. She's talking about the current experience with our son.
Jeez, woman, let the man speak.
Find out the child is not yours, and then you going through another, you will not go through that twice.
Okay, if you wouldn't go through it twice.
My point is, in addition to that, we've established that you've had a previous situation.
And I will.
What I'm asking you.
You a whole lie. We
to
never
that.
walked. You ain't used no condom with me, but one time,
Your
boy,
Honor.
why is you sitting right here lying like that?
what's
I wish
wrong?
you would stop lying.
Never slept with her unprotected.
Lie.
Miss Hyman defended herself like this.
And put yourself on child support. You can go down there with this child and put yourself on child support with this one. I don't have to be with you to go put yourself on child support. You can go do it yourself. All they're gonna do is when he go down there and send me his swab, they're gonna send me a letter in the mail and telling me to bring me and my son down.
Well, you all are saying the same thing, but I'm just not understanding why there was never a DNA test.
Even in midst of this confusion, Judge made it to the doubt part.
I think you should encourage your son to get a blood test.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
It's okay. I have a lot of masculine energy, don't I? He encouraged you to have your son get a DNA test.
Yes, Your Honor.
He heard or knew firsthand
He knew firsthand.
He didn't know
that
firsthand.
someone else was claiming this child as their own.
Yes, Your Honor.
When the judge asked Mommy about their co-parenting dynamic, she told this.
Stop being intimate and you had relations with someone else.
Me and this young man, we really never stopped being intimate. We still dip and dab every now and then.
No.
We still dip and dab. I have text
Your
messages to prove what even on my birthday, where you call, for instance, on my birthday, he inboxed me and said, "Oh, I will give you good birthday sex if you don't have anybody to give it to you."
Let's check the conception calendar for more clarity.
That's almost 10 full months.
Correct.
And then the other guy was around 8+ months.
About 8 months, not really 8+ months. About 8 months. I was already pregnant then. Started dipping and dabbing with this other young man.
Doesn't add up.
Bottom line is, 8 months or so before the child was born, you were having sex with another person.
The judge took it upon herself to check on the mother about the paternity claim again.
I never took the fact that he was a man, the fact that he take care of his responsibility. I never took that from him.
All right, so Ms. Hyman, I have to ask you this. If Mr. Brown is the father, your claims will be substantiated. If he's not, what will you do?
There's no doubt that he's not. He isn't the father. I know he is.
Well, let's see if DNA backs up what she is saying.
Mr. Brown, you are not the father.
Ms. Caples is tired of the defendant not acknowledging her son's paternity.
Your husband, Lee, ignores your miracle baby, Wyatt, and denies he is the father. You admit you made mistakes in the past, but you plan to prove paternity today in hope of saving your marriage. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, you know your wife cheated on you around the time of conception.
She further explained the denial.
My husband, whom I've been married to almost 3 years, that our son is his, which is something I shouldn't have to do, but it's to please him and his family, and I'm so sick of them.
Judge asked the baby mama how things started between them.
He doesn't change no diapers, he don't buy diapers. My mom helped me buy diapers for Wyatt.
The baby calls Mr. Jackson by his first name?
Yes, he calls him Lee.
Why does he call you Lee?
Yes, Your Honor, I don't know why, but that's what he's been calling me, so that's why I think it's not my child.
No, it's the way you treat him. You treat my older kids, they're yours versus Wyatt.
I treat him awesome, like he's mine.
And Miss Mayfield explained herself like this.
And he been almost 2 years old and you mistreated him. How dare you?
I don't have no connection with Wyatt, Your Honor.
It don't matter, y'all.
I'm
y'all
so
favor
sorry
each
for
other.
your loss.
Right.
So, Mr. Jackson, that despite both of these really difficult tragedies,
Yes, we had
when it
two.
comes to the previous 2 children you attempted to have together.
Yes, Your Honor.
But baby mama had an exhibit up her sleeve, which was very convincing.
He treats them better than he treats Wyatt,
Yes.
the new baby.
Yes, ma'am. Me and Mr. Jackson been in a relationship for almost 8 years. Look at that. What you want to say, and
No,
that's
Your
our
Honor.
other child, but you want to say they're not yours.
After this, the not knowing the name part popped up.
My name is LaKayla.
What's your last
Bradley.
name? Bradley. And you are what relationship to Mr. Jackson?
His cousin.
You're his cousin.
So a witness was brought in to resolve it.
When you have doubts, Your Honor,
Technically, if you have no one to communicate with and you're pregnant again due to the fact that you just lost 2 babies and that person is not there for you mentally and emotionally, that's the whole reason why we went on break, because he left me down and out as I lost him.
However, current girlfriend was not the only one propagating the paternity doubt.
Just someone to ease my mind. That person has been there supporting me throughout the whole situation.
I want to understand, you're saying these text messages occurred during a time after the 2 miscarriages. You all separated.
Yes, Mr. Lee was still sleeping with me in the time that we were broken up. Mr. Lee, yes, you were.
Next, when implored if the baby boy had any connection with the guy on the trail, we got to see this.
Okay,
You would do the same thing. You trying to do it to me?
Why would I do dirt with you? You're his cousin. You live in my house. You sound stupid.
All right, thank you,
my
Miss Bradley.
God.
You can have a seat. The stakes are high here because this baby's almost 2 years old. This is a time when children are establishing very real bonds with their parents.
Whoa, these women are something.
Take this wig off. My head is big. He got the same kind of hair
But
you have.
listen. What's on the line as it relates to Wyatt?
My son is gonna be broken. My son is not gonna know who his father really is if he don't step up, because Lee Jackson is his father. Mr. Lee does nothing but listen to his family all day.
Let us move to the only solution left. I really hope it ends well for everyone.
Mr. Jackson, you are the father.
Thank you. So that same energy y'all got, y'all can pack him up out my house. Thank you.